Good morning to everyone and to the dignitaries. Um, we are starting with our webinar on RTI with Sir Dr. Kalpeshkumar Gupta, sir. Vakeel Sahab Pro is an online Indian legal portal founded in the year 2020, envisioned to empower the lawyer's creed. Law is like an ocean. The deeper you go, the more you realize its depth. We aim to enhance your legal knowledge and skills not only by providing a legal platform but to make use of law, informing your opinions and raising your arguments. Our startup strives to bring innovative legal events and programs for participants who are willing to stand apart from the crowd and realize their potential in uncommon ways. Being part of the legal world is about adding value to your personality and professional development. We always try to development and achieve what is fruitful for your curriculum vitae as well as fulfillment. Dr. Kalpesh Kumar Sir is law teacher and researcher. He is having more than 16 years of experience, including industry and academic. He worked with advocates, CAs, tax consultants, company. Since 2010, he is in academic field. He worked an associate in business policy area at Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad for 5 years. He also worked as an assistant professor research and faculty coordinator of GNLU, Legal Incubation Council, GLIC, at Gujarat National Law University, Gandhinagar, which is India's first legal incubation center. He played key role in establishing the GLIC. Presently, he is working as an assistant professor of law and coordinator of entrepreneurship development cell at Parul University Vadodara. His areas of interest are law, management, public policy, RTI, entrepreneurship, startups, legal startups, etc. He has conducted many workshops on RTI, legal startups, and various other legal, non-legal subjects at state as well as at national level. He believes in innovation in legal field and has been in that direction. He has proposed Court Management Authority Bill 2017, Legal Education Bill 2019, Legal Aid Index for reform in legal field, which have been duly appreciated by government department and legal fraternity across the India. I really would like to thank you, sir, for having the giving us a time for this.
Thank you very
So you will
much.
proceed now.
Thank you very much, Ayush, Vakeel Sahab Pro, Rudrakshi, and Kartikeya for inviting. And thanks for kind introduction. Let me start with my presentation, and I'll be happy to take question at the end. I hope screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so let us start. So I'll be sharing some of my practical experience regarding to RTI, and I know RTI completed 15 years on 10th of October, and still there are a lot of controversy regarding RTI and its implementation. So let's start. So I'll be talking about the introduction, recent scenario, practical aspects, and I'll be showing some short films on RTI, and later on I'll be taking questions from your side. So now, connect with the Article 19 I don't know how many of you are law students, but the RTI is not there in the Constitution, but it can be interpreted by way of Article 19(1)(a). Often it talks about the freedom of speech and expression. So in that case, until unless we have a sufficient information regarding the how government machinery works, so we won't be able to use that this RTI information that's given under the provided in the RTI Act 2015. So it's essentially that we should have all kinds of information how government is running, what are the nitty-gritty regarding government machinery and department. So it's necessary so we can connect the RTI with the Article 19(1)(a) of Constitution of India. Now, what is the need of RTI? So earlier, the scenario when you used to go in the government department and the different, ministries, department, offices. So we used to face, okay, and come tomorrow, day after tomorrow, come next week, next month. So that kind of scenario was there. So there's no transparency and then no accountability was there. So you can see the statement made by Soni Soravji, the former Attorney General of India. She talks about the lack of transparency was one of the main causes for all preventing corruption. The right to information would lead to openness, accountability, and integrity. So there was no transparency and no accountability, and that's what it's played key role in government in India for last 15 years. So you can see RTI in various countries, more than 120 countries are having the law on RTI. So India is like you can see it came up with the RTI 2005, and then name will differ. Like you can see the Freedom of Information Act, Promotion of Access to Information Act, Official Information Act, Right to Information, and then no. So different nomenclature will differ, but the objective is the same. They provide information whatever asked by the citizen of particular country. And some of the countries they are having RTI in their constitution, like France, Brazil, Mexico, and Colombia, etc. So before 2005 Act, like these are the state they were having the law on RTI, right to information. Like you can see in Tamil Nadu, Goa, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Delhi, Maharashtra, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, and JNK was having the separate act. Now, obviously, now after like it's you have a union territory, so now RTI Act 2005 will be applicable to Jammu Kashmir also. So this is journey of RTI in India. There's official secret act 1923. So earlier, what used to happen? So all the working of the government would have like, should be kept secret. So it was not allowed. No citizen was allowed to know what's happening, what's going on in the particular government department. So though everything was kept a secret in this under this act, and that's the movement started. You can see in the Devdungi village of Rajasthan in 1990. So Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan they started movement, and then it was led to this Freedom of Information Act 2002, and then it was repealed by 2005 Act. So main lacuna was in Freedom of Information Act 2002 was there's no like penal provision. If you are not any the government official, or we see that the public information officer is not providing information in the RTA. So there was no penal provision. So until unless there is penal provision, no way they will uh, will you like what will I say, like will be what like afraid, like denying the information, because there is no penal provision other than disciplinary action was not provided under the older act 2002. So major objective you can see the RTI to bring the transparency and accountability in the working of public authority. We'll see the definition of public authority. It's not a government, it's wider than the government. And the setting of a Central Information Commission and the State Information Commission. The two objectives are there under the RTI. Now we see some of the like definition given under RTI. Like right to information means it's like you can inspect the work and documents and the records. Again, records have been defined under section 2I. You can take the notes and the extracts or certified copies of document. You can take up. You can take up certified sample of material also if some if you want in certain criteria and some working is going on initiated by government department. And then lastly, you can see you can get the government get the information in floppies, video cassettes, and the electronic modes and print out wherever the information is stored in the computer. So that the definition of right to information. Now see what is information. Now we'll see the definition later after this. What is records also? So information, you can see different kind of records, documents, memos, emails, circular orders, contract, reports. So in short, whatever information are available with the public authority, that will be provided to you. But there are some issues, they are not keeping those some important essential document with there. And then some of the orders, information commission also they specified okay, you are supposed to maintain certain documents. You can't say we are the information is not available, we can't provide information, so that won't be allowed. And last one, you can see the information relating to private body which can be accessed by a public authority. Now there are argument like can we get the information, like some of the you must be thinking like can I get the information from the private body. So whatever informations are available of private bodies are available with the government department, or you can say the public authority. So that can be you can make an application to public authority, and then you can get those information. Until unless it's the private information, it won't be provided to you. But the public authority can access documents like, for example, income tax department, any other departments. So whatever information is available to you, available to private player, like private body or player, individual or company, so that can be accessed. You can't make an application to private body or individual or company, whatever maybe, but you can make an application to public authority, and then you can get the information. Now records, you can see this is the definition of records. it can includes the document, manuscript, file, and the microfilm and the fax copy of documents, and some of the, like you can see the images or embodied in the such microfilm, enlarge or not. So these are the briefly they have discussed what is records. Now this is a very important definition. Still, there are, like government department will discuss some of the case study. So until unless you satisfy this definition, so you can't go with the RTI. So definitely, if you're not falling under the this definition, they will say, "Oh, no, we are not public authority. We are not supposed to give the information to you." So in that case, you can see this. Some of the you can see it's very obvious, like authority, a body, institution, like or by or under the constitution. It's very obvious. The by any other law made by the parliament or state legislature, that's very obvious. Now, and with the notification, government also can come up with the notification and say, okay, this body organization will be covered under the public authority. It will be called as a public authority. And now the last you can see the notification come up with like body owned and controlled and substantially financed by, and the non-government organizations substantially financed directly or indirectly by the funds provided by the appropriate government. Now, if you like, there is no criteria. Like if your central government is having 20%, 30% funding to any particular organization, it will be called as a public authority. Again, they have not given any percentage, but again, it depends upon the case to case. There are some cases like private players, they were covered under the RTI after the decision given by the commission, the information commissioner and the High Court and Supreme Court also. So there are some issues are there. So again, substantial the body owned and controlled and substantially financed by the government. So you can, it will be also covered under the public authority. Now, see the authority under RTA Act. For your understanding, both the authority are separate one. Like some of you must be knowing about the cases goes under the consumer cases. There is a district forum, and then there is a first appellate authority, and then there will be a second a state commission, and the national commission and the Supreme Court. So that is the mechanism, hierarchy, flow of cases. Here both are different one. You won't like file appeal against the order of State Information Commission to Central Information Commission. So here, like for example, left side you can see for like GIDC, Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation. So it's a state level body. There will be a public information officer will be there, and the appellate authority. So PIO and the appellate authority in the both case CIC, they'll be sitting in the same department. So appellate authority will be the higher, the senior officer under the particular department, and there will be a state information commission set up under section 15 of RTA. And this, you can see the right side, Central Information Commissioner, for example, you can see the income tax department, you can see, take up railway also, or public sector enterprise, or public sector banks you can take up, and then appellate authority and the Central Information Commission. So that's the whole mechanism. So there is no appeal mechanism against the order of the state. It will go to central, like as I told you in the consumer cases. Now, yeah, so supply of information to only citizen of India. So the application to be made in the name of individual. You can't say, look, ABC company or association or any LLP or partnership firm, they are making application. No, as an individual, well, we have to make an application. So it's only provided to only citizen of India. Now we can see it's also called as so moto disclosure. So for this kind of information, you are not supposed to make an application. But there are issue many public authority and they are not disclosing, they are not making proactive disclosure under section 41B of RTI Act. You can see some of the category like the particular organization functions, duties, powers and duties of officers, what are the budget, councils and rule regulation, director of officers. So different kind of still, if you see some website of some of the public authority government organization, you will see some of the information is not available. That's why for getting this kind of information, they file a RTI application to government department. So for like if you the more you transparent, more you disclose, so there will be a lesser number of RTI applications. So keep this thing in mind. But still, RTI application will file because there is information is not available in that too. They are supposed to make an under the proactive they have to disclose. Now information exclusion. So you can't get information for this category, like you can see in third one, like personal information you can't get. Information which has been expressly forbidden by the law, or it will affect the prejudicially affect the sovereignty, integrity of India, security, strategic, scientific, economic interests of the state. But the personal information, like for example, somebody filed RTI in income tax department to get the my income tax detail. So it's not allowed. It's personal information. Second point, the number two, you can see that, like for example, in the rape cases, right? The any court, police department, court, they are not supposed to disclose the name of the victim. So if you see the judgment, if they will write X, Y, Z, ABC, or that way, whatever, but they won't disclose the name of the victim. But last, you can see the point number five. If there is a matter of public interest, right? If you are able to prove there is a public interest, so information will be provided to you. Now, for example, for section 10 talks about the severability. Means, for example, you have filed RTI application and you have asked 10 questions in the RTI application. Now, after that 10 RTI application, 4 questions, that they are like exempted. They are not, they can't give the information because they are exempted. So they can't, the reject your entire application. They will be giving, they will see your application, and then for 6 the question they will provide you information, and for the rest of the 4 they will inform you that it is exempt under particular section 8 or other section of the RTI. So that can be, they can't reject your entire application, so they will severe your RTI application. Now regarding third party application, for example, I'm working some government department and somebody files RTI to get the my details. So that department will inform you that particular person has filed the RTI to know my details, and then I will inform to the public information officer whether I agree or not. But whatever I can communicate to public information officer, and then based upon that, the public information officer take the decision, and then provide information or won't provide information to the applicant. So that's a third party information mechanism. So it will take 40 days, and generally it takes 30 days. We'll see in a while. So now these are the exempted organizations. You can't get information, like you can see Intelligence Bureau, CBI, Assam Rifles, and then National Security Guard, CRPF. These are the paramilitary forces under the Ministry of Home Affairs. But there is a matter of human rights violation. You can see in the bottom. So when there is a matter of human rights violation, so you can get the information from the department. Now you can see there are various success stories in last 15 years. You might have seen, because somebody filed RT and then get to and then crucial matter was not individual but crucial matter affecting the people at large. So it was resolved. So there I can see there are like school, but teachers are not there. Like hospitals, government hospitals, like doctors are not there. And then somebody like they didn't get the pension. There are not no staff, no doctors. And then ration, the issues are there. Ration the uh, ration shops are there. So this kind of thing are there, and then it was resolved through the RTI. And there are many success stories you might have seen, and we will see later on also. So look at this. She's from Lucknow. You can see here. There's no give one thing in mind. There is no age limit for filing RTA. Now she's a 9-year-old now, 2009. Now by the time she would have like maybe in college right now. So when she was 9 years in 2009, she filed the RTI and then asked information why tobacco retail shops are allowed to operate in the 100 yards of education institution when there is a ban, and they learn how to file RTI. And then Aishwarya's mother, who's RTI activist, she learned how to file RTI from her mother. And in Lucknow and other part of UP, they used to conduct summer camp, and they used to teach what about RTA, what is RTA, how to file RTA. So that was a small change you can bring, and there is no age limit for filing RTA, like 18 years and then you file RTA. It's not like that. Same thing, she filed RTA in RTO to get the details regarding what is speed limit of vehicles as per the rules regulations. So she filed RTA. She was also a 9-year-old. Now look at this. This is a statement made by the school, the class 8 student. I cannot vote, but at least I can participate in the government functioning by seeking information. And you can see the Pawan Singh, a student of class 8. I am feeling empowered. So these are the statement made by the school children. They learned how to file RTI in the summer camp. Now, this is an example. I don't know how it's effective, it's working or not, but it's a very good initiative. Like in have a helpline, you can register the RTI application on the phone. You can get the information, and then the RTI application fees will be included in your telephone bill. So that's the mechanism. But again, I have a apprehension whether it's working or not right now. So I'm just giving the example how this different government they come up with different initiative. This is you can see the RTI on wheels. It's at the Ahmedabad. For the campaign they started, they are very well much effective and very well active in the RTI domain in Gujarat, and then they are also disseminating information, helping other states also to have this kind of mechanism. So the name is Mahiti Adhikar Gujarat Pahal, is Ahmedabad-based NGO, and they come up with this RTI on wheels. They converted sumo into RTI on wheels. So they go to different. You can see it's a blurry picture and then old one. So you can see they come up with a variety of things. They used to right. So these are they issue like pamphlet and show short films and the brief about the RTI to people. So this is they've been to government, the governor's office, and they showed how they are working. This is now they got the big buzz for the RTI awareness. They went to different part of state. They went to Jammu Kashmir also for the awareness. Now look at this for the answer sheet. Now many of the students like you like suppose curious like whether we can get the answer sheet or not. So that was when RTI came in. Many people they've started filing RTI in different part, different universities and educational body. So in this case, government decides not what was the contention of the examining body. They told that we are keeping the answers in the fiduciary relationship. Then Supreme Court told no, you are not holding the answer sheet in the fiduciary capacity. The answer sheet is the part of information, and then you have to provide. So that is a very landmark judgment, CBSE versus Aditya Bandyopadhyay. You can check it later on. So we can focus on. Again, there's contents regarding BCCI in 2011 judgment. It was not considered as a public authority. Now you can see different, the, law commission also suggested because they are representing India. It's registered under the Tamil Nadu Cooperative Society. It's a more than 80 years old society, BCCI, and then they are operating in India for the long. So that's why the BCCI Law Commission also come up with a different aspect, and they told the BCCI should come under RTI. Same thing you can see. Political party, there's a judgment 2013, still they are not complying with the order given by the Central Information Commission. So for the information, political party are not supposed to write, they are exempted from the income tax and under the, you can see 13A of Income Tax Act 1961. So they get various benefits, but they don't want to be transparent. They are telling we are not a public authority under RTI. So that's a contention made by the political parties. This is a very landmark case. Again, there's a regarding our uh, prime minister's degree. They are not disclosing information, and it's moving application moving here and there. So regarding spending, please. Different it will take, like many will see the latest, like more than 2 lakh cases are pending across the recently, because I told you then 12th of October it completed 15 years. So it takes years and years to, because when there are less number of RTI commissioners, it takes a lot of time to get the disposal. You can see how long it will take to dispose the particular case in different states. So these are the very prominent RTI commissioner. They they are known for speedy disposal of cases. In between, you can see the Shailesh Gandhi sir is known, like in 97% of the cases, he cleared the all the cases on the spot. Not it will take like I am hearing you right now, and then I will pass a decision after next month or couple of months. So that's not the thing. 97% cases they clear the cases on the spot. And the M. Sridhar, you can see, is a again law professor. He joined Central Information Commission and gave a remarkable order and in the timely case disposal. He was known. We now focus on how to file RTI. So these are the RTI file, more than 50, 60 RTI file, different organization. So this was RTI file, and then I got the information from Central Information Commission that they are not keeping the information. So that was like in 2013, around like 24,000 plus cases were pending. I filed RTI in High Court, how cases are being monitored. So I will give the example, like, so these are the killing of RTI activists. You might have known, like some of the RTI, because they try to unearth the corruptions going on in the various departments. So these are the example, Manjunath, and then he was from Gujarat. He was killed in front of the Gujarat High Court itself. So these are the reason. Now this bill is again pending. Now let's see. So any in RTI, like there are like queries comes up to me, like can we file the RTI anonymously? So answer is no. You have to mention your details, name, and at least address to so that public information will officer respond to you. And the reason is that the RTI application like anonymous is not it's not there, but in this like there are many RT application. The names are like some the connected one. They get the information from the various people, and then they try to exploit or threat the people. And sometimes you might have seen people are RT activists, they are killed because their names and details are disclosed. In this Whistleblower Protection Act, again, it's pending, so we can anonymously no, you can make a complaint to public that the authority, but your name won't be disclosed. So from the government department of the outside, make an application, so complaint to the government department, but again, still it's pending. Now comes to practical aspects. I'll give you the brief idea regarding what is RTI and how it came into effect. Now, one second. Yeah. So for the central level, there is no format for filing central level, right? For example, central government department, public sector enterprise, bank, right? Whatever central government authority, I would say. So there is no prescribed format. You just put your name like Kalpeshkumar Gupta and date, and then to public information officer and the address of the public information officer, public authority. That's it. So just there's no format, but state governments are having the power to make a rules for RTI under the for the RTI Act. So Section 27 talks about they can make the rules, they can prescribe the what will the forms, fees, and RTI application format will be there, so they can prescribe. And the most important thing in filing RTI, so you are not required to give any information for seeking information. So just ask information. So public information officer, they won't ask you what are going to do with your information. Can you give me the clarification regarding this? No, they can't ask. Now see at the central level fees is 10 rupees. For there is a RTI online. We have a portal is there for the and some state government also they come up with the RTI online mechanism. Still our government, especially Gujarat also we are fighting for years. So let's have a online platform for making RTI application. So they will differ like center level fees is 10 rupees and different state it varies from different state to state like fees. In Gujarat we have 20 rupees, in Kerala you can see 10 rupees, and Haryana 50, Delhi 25. It will differ, so you have to check it out all rules. And for the fees different like we want to have certified copy of particular documents, so you have to pay 10 rupees per page, and the actual charges of cost of price sometimes copies like bigger you want, like for example you want to map a particular region, so whatever actual charge will that you have to pay, and the actual cost of price of models or samples you want, so you have to pay the actual charge. And they want the information in the floppy diskette, so you have to pay 50 rupees. Again, it's not they can give you in sometimes I have from my experience they have given for email also, they have not charge any money. Just send the email whatever information you ask. Sometimes they don't ask also information because the amount is very less. Some of the RT application I filed, they just they didn't ask money. At least like for 2 rupees. Sometimes I ask like there's around 4 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages. So they didn't ask. They just send me information whatever I asked. So now look at this. This is a time limit for providing information. So information to be provided in 30 days. This is very usual. When there is a matter of life and liberty, it to be provided in 48 hours. And if there's assistant PIO, for example, I'm an assistant PIO, I will transfer the application to public information officer. So in that case, it will take 35 days. And then when third party is involved, I give you the example like I'm a public authority and you have asked information regarding third party. So I will communicate to that information, that detail to third party, and then I'll ask his opinion. So he will respond in the 10 days. So overall 40 days will be there. And when there is a matter of life and liberty, information to be provided in the 45 days. So generally you just take care of 30 days. And for example, at least what I suggest, at least wait for 40 days. For example, I have filed RTI and today itself, and from receipt of RTI application by the public authority, from that day you have start counting. And there are many example I've seen in my experience. They sent they dispatch on the last day, like today is the 30th day, and they have to provide information. So they'll dispatch the courier or whatever the speed post or like other mechanism on the last day. So it will take some time to reach to you. So at least wait for 40 days and then go for a appeal. So we'll see the appeal mechanism. So this is an example from my university. So there is a public information officer will be there. So just forget about the who is a public information officer. If you don't know, just write to public information officer, the office of office address. That's it. Don't if you know, that is fine. So that the public info. This is an example of state level application. So public information officer, for example, like in our my university, it was like register as a public information officer, and then information to be given in the 30 days. So, and if you are not giving information in 30 days, it will be considered as a deemed refuse. The public information officer has like refused your application. So it will be considered as a deemed refuse. So keep this thing in mind. And then, so for example, you get the information in 15 days. So, from that you have to make an first appeal. So you can see if you have to make an first appeal in the 30 days to the appellate authority. So in our university, it was the vice chancellor was the first appellate authority, and then appeal to be disposed in 30 to 45 days, right? And then from second appeal, you can say for the first appeal, second appeal, the appeal to be made to 90 days. So in that case, there is no time limit for disposal. That's the issue. Cases are pending. The more than I will show at the end. So as per the latest news, like more than 2 lakh cases are pending in across the Information Commission office. Because there is no time limit, there is a vacancy of information commissioner, and it will take a lot of time. It takes in 1 year, 2 year, 3 years for the hearing and disposal of cases. So that's the issue. Now comes to central level case, same thing, right? But the last one, the second appeal will go to Central Information Commissioner. For example, I can see like Income Tax Department or Railway or a post office or public sector enterprise or public sector bank. So this comes under the central authority. So same thing, 30 days and then 30 to 45 days, and the second appeal in 90 days. Again, there is no time limit for disposal of cases. So that's a mechanism under the Central Information Commission. So there is, as I told you, there is no appeal mechanism like against the order of state to central, right? It's not there. Now, for example, this is the real questions. One student around like 8 years back, he approached me, sir, I have filed RTI in the pharmacy council regarding in college regarding my stipend. So GPET is a graduate pharmacy aptitude test. He was a pharmacy aptitude test in filed RTI, and sir, I am not. So these 2 questions he asked, like how many number of students got stipend from municipal commissioner, and then he also asked, even though our college is applied and I am a GPET qualified, I did not get stipend yet, I want justification. So don't ask this kind of questions. So straight away you just make a list, ask, okay, how many students, give me the list of students who got the stipend or the scholarship under the particular year, so that you can get the list and you can see whether your name is not there. For example, you have you go to college and then you file RTI, sorry, you ask regarding scholarship, and they go, no, abhi aaya nahi hai, it hasn't come from the government department. So the government department, you can make an application, and then you can get the details, and then you can see your name is there. They can go to college, sir, look at this, my name is there and still have not received scholarship, and you are telling the college have not got the money from the department. So that way, so don't ask question like I want just give me justification, why have you done this, give me the reasoning. So straight away question should be very specific. Just ask the detail. I give the example like how you can ask. Now regarding complaint, I discussed regarding the mechanism regarding appeal. So complaint means like when there is no public information officer. When still like a few years back, you can see that a public authority office, they didn't appoint the public information officer, and then they all maybe like they refuse to accept applications, and then they charging very exorbitant, very like high money from you for the providing information. They're providing wrong information. So these are, in these cases, you can make a direct complaint to the Information Commission, State Commission or the Central Government, whatever the case may be. So that's a complaint mechanism. Section 18 is regarding complaint and Section 19 is regarding appeal. Now, there are some cases the compensation have been given, awarded by the Information Commissioner, but I have not seen last many years a compensation is given to the applicant. Now, Section 20 is very crucial when public information officer providing information or denying information, or not like manifestly deny the information or destroy the or information incorrect or incomplete or misleading information. So in that case, the penalty of 250 rupees will be levied on the information the officer, and then it go to maximum to 25,000 rupees. So 250 to maximum 25,000 can be levied by the Central Information Commissioner. Now this is an example. It's a blurry. I can understand. So when there is a format, right? This is an example of state level. You can see the state level format. When there is a format, so don't disturb the particular line format. Just you write down this is the I filed RTI in the Gujarat High Court. So you can see the particulars of information required. So you can just write down annexer 1. Right? You can see the I have outline. So just write down annexer 1. You just put your detail, name of applicant, your address, particular information. You just write down annexer 1, because if 1-2 question is there, that is fine. You can just write down. Otherwise, just put annexer 1 and then other details like you have paid the fees. I went to Gujarat High Court personally. In that case, this is annexer 1, as I told you. Now, annexer 1, you can say just write down your questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever question you want to ask. And this is a receipt because I went personally to Gujarat High Court and made the payment. So that's a receipt is there. Now, there's a hearing. The public information officer he called me for hearing, and then I didn't go. And this is the first appeal. They deny the information, right? And then they will also suggest, okay, this is the information is denied, and then 30 days you can make an the first appeal to appellate authority, and then public information will officer they will give them details of whom to which authority will go for an appeal. So this is the address they have given. Now you can see this is the first appeal. So Kalpesh, my name is there. The designated. If you don't know the information, like don't have information regarding who is the authority, so you just write down first appellate authority or appellate authority. You just write down appellate authority and the address of the public authority. That's it. If you don't know, I was knowing of the designated public authority, as I told you, it was given by the public information officer from the Gujarat High Court. So I mentioned. And then appeal, I filed the appeal. There is an appeal form in form F because there is a format. Then RTI application form A I attached because, as I told you, like, whenever go from the appeal, so will previously all communication application will attach with your appeal. So copy of RTI application fees receipt I attached, and what was the reply for the first from the public information officer I attached, and you can see the receipt. Now this is advice for all of you. Whenever you're filing RTI, always make an RTI, always send RTI to the speed post only. Register post, again, it will take some time to get the acknowledgement from the post office. So in that case, you can see here I filed, this is the 10th July, and then on same day I sent a speed post to Gujarat High Court. That's I was in Ahmedabad, so next day it was delivered. So you can see, so you can track. So you got for the days purpose, you can for as I told you, like 30 days, and then for example, like here you can see delivered on 11th July. So 11th July, I will start counting on 30 days. As I told you, at least wait for more. I would say 1 week or 10 days at least wait, because sometimes it takes time to deliver.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
so
yes.
Please, can you zoom the page a bit?
Zooming again, it's not possible right now because this slideshow is going on. So
Okay, sir. Many of them are asking about drafting, about the RTI applications and all such things.
So, are you able to see the screen? What is written?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now we are able to see.
Yeah, I will share the PPT. Please ask all the participants, because I can't zoom right now because all the slides is going on.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. So this is just I will share the PPT. Don't worry, and then. You can see the format. When there is a format, you just write down your detail will be there here, your name, application, applicant detail, address will be there. When will you file? When you file the RTI application, when you file the appeal, and then the grounds of appeal. Right. The grounds on appeal you can see in the 6th on-time appellate authority also. Now that I discussed regarding state level application, now look at the central level application. So as I told you, there is no format of central level application. Like you are writing a letter. So you can see I filed RTI in Supreme Court of India. So I was knowing the name of that the public information officer. As I told, if you don't know, just write public information officer and the address. That's it. That application on the RTI Act and the dear sir, madam, can you provide me following information? You just write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's there is no format at the center level. Yeah, 6, 7, like I asked 7 question, and then here you can see I here be sending you IPO, Indian uh, that Indian postal order. That's I told you it's a 10 rupees fees is there. So my advice to all of you, pay the fees by IPO only, Indian postal order. You'll get this from the post office. For the central level, you can see and then this is the counterfoil. You can see I pasted on my RTI for my reference from here, and then for 10 rupees you have to pay 1 rupees extra to post office. For example, in Gujarat we have 20 rupees so I need to pay 2 rupees extra. So 22 rupees I have to pay to get this 20 rupees IPO. And when there is a return, pay to. Don't write anything here, because if you unless you know the correct details, right? Don't try to fill up the detail, because if detail is incorrect, so it will be rejected. So pay to, just leave it blank. They will fill it up. The officer will fill it up and submit to the government treasury. Now look at it. This is the reply I got from the public information officer. The information was denied. Now comes to the first appeal. As I told you, there is no format for the application also and appeal also at the center level. You just write down your name details to, like for example, I was knowing, okay, who is the appellate authority in the RTI and Supreme Court. If you don't know, just write appellate authority, Supreme Court of India, and address. That's it. In subject line, you can just mention first appellate authority, and dear sir, I filed RTI application on this day, Annexure 1. Right? Briefly just mention. Don't write too much in that. Okay, I received a reply from information officer on this day. Okay, Annexure 2. Then I again went to, right? If there is any other communication, you just mention chronologically and then attach all documents in Annexure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that way. So this is again order given by the first appellate authority, and again it was denied. So you can see this is the order by the appellate authority, Supreme Court of India, Kalpeshkumar Gupta versus Smita Vasarma. She was the public information officer. So in this case, the information was again denied. So order was passed by the first appellate authority, and then you can see the appeal fails and it will be dismissed. This is the first appeal I made. Now comes to second appeal. The second appeal, as I discussed earlier also in state level application, just proper in covering letter, you just mention your detail. There will be applicant, your detail will be there, appellant, and then Central Information Commission, as I told you, because Supreme Court is a central public authority, so Central Information Commission. Subject line, it is second appeal under section 193 of RTI Act. And then your detail, name and address of the applicant, public information officer, and the brief. You can see the last brief fact of the case. As I told you, just go chronologically. How you file RTI application, Annexure 1, you get the detail. Again, you went to first appeal, Annexure 3, 4, whatever. You go in chronological order and they attach all documents with your appeal. So you can see the Annexure 2, Annexure 4, Annexure 5, right? And the grounds of appeal, again, you can see information asked was denied in my case, right? And the authority did not, I have mentioned, like authority did not make any effort to providing information. So that way, whatever your grievances are there, you can just put up under the grounds of appeal. And the prayer I ask, give direction to public information officer to provide all the information. And you can also request, pray, like you can see last in the prayer. So impose penalty on the public information officer. So that was this is regarding central information, and this is a order of second appeal. Now regarding second appeal, I was at Surat, and then hearing. So I got a letter from the Central Information Commission, and then they asked, okay, there's a hearing on particular day. So there is a NIC center was there in Surat. So I was sitting at the National Informatics Center at Surat for the video conferencing, and then the lady, the Smita Vasarma from the Supreme Court, she was sitting at the office of Central Information Commission, New Delhi, and I presented my case before the Central Information Commissioner. And then lastly, the order was given, the appeal is disposed accordingly, and the copies of the order to be given free of cost. And then in this GIC, the Central Information Commissioner, just he was the Chief Information Commissioner, Satyananda Mishra. He ordered the Public Information Officer of Supreme Court of India for the information asked by me. Now, still, I did a small survey. It's, I think I did in maybe like 7 years back. Still, if you ask people, they don't know. It's actually like 15 years, people don't know about RTA. So you can see like 14% people do not know about the RTA Act, and then how to make an application, and the different varieties. I will show you like maybe small video. Maybe I will share. It's available like RTA fair. One of my friend at the book fair every year, we set up RTA awareness stall. So a few years back, I like we had a video is also available RTI stall and campaign. So around like 5 lakhs to people they visited our stall, and then only 1 and 2% were they knowing the perfect RTI and how to make an application. So it's really irony. All of you should know about the RTI and at least teach all others, friends, colleagues, relatives, what is RTI, and help them how to file RTI and if there is issue is there. So I keep writing on RTI. So I write paper like when it completed 8 years. So in that case, like the issue, you can see that there are public authority, they are not disclosing information under RTI, proactive disclosure, as I told you. RTI application, again, the format to be standardized. You will see in different states, different kind of formats are there. Central level, of course, there is no format. Various payment options of RTI application fees to be there. For in Gujarat, let me give the example. We have RTA rules 2010, earlier it was 2006. So in Gujarat, we can use, we can make an application on the, we can use revenue stamp also, we can use court fees also, we can use stamp paper also, we can make an application on the stamp paper. So variety of options are available in Gujarat under RTA, Gujarat RTA rules. So that way it should be there all over the India. And there should be a benches of commission should be established under the, in the different states. For example, in Maharashtra, we go, there are different benches are there. And Mumbai is there, and different Nagpur and different other districts are part of Maharashtra. They are having the benches for the hearing. Because if you just imagine in Gujarat, we have like office of Gujarat Information Commission at the Gandhinagar. So it's very difficult for the people from South Gujarat and North Gujarat to reach and for the hearing or any cases at the office of the Information Commission. So that they should come up with the various benches. And then again, there's a video, whistleblowers bill is again pending from my point of view to, you've seen the example like, how killing of RT activists. And video conference facility should be there. Now various Information Commission office, they have set up video conference facility so we can have a hearing, sitting at your district for your convenience. There different vacancies are there. Information commissioners still there, like they approach, PL has been filed and then complaint to made to High Court and Supreme Court in central level or state level also, because there are a lot of vacancies for the months and months. Nobody is there. Like, even Central Information Commissioner chief is not there for the month. So that's a issue. A lot of issues and concerns are there, and that's why even see in the judiciary also there is a vacancy of judges, and that's why cases go for the years, for months and months and years and years. And there should be a robust centralized online RTI application should be there. As I told you, central level it is there. So I just came up with the some model for filing RTI application different states. They can come with this kind of model. For example, there is a website. For example, in some states they can have a portal for RTI application. So you can just click on the state, and then there will list will come with district. And then you can click on the, for example, I click on the Ahmedabad, and then the list of public authority will come up. So in that case, again, click, for example, Gujarat University. I click on Gujarat University. I can submit the application. If name is not there, so there should also option of facilitation center. So I can make an application to that facilitation center and can be forwarded to particular department. So I thought of to have this mechanism for filing RTI online. You can see this like Central Information Commission. For further detail, you can check it out. Website of Central Information Commission, how it works, and this is Gujarat. You can just check it out. You can see, yeah. So now, as I was talking about the benches, this is a website of Maharashtra Information Commission. So you can see chief commissioner is there, and now you can see in the bottom Aurangabad, Nasik, Pune, Bhurat, Mumbai, and then Amravati. So they are having benches for the, as I suggested, there should be benches of the commission at the various part of the state. There are state commissioner, only one commissioner is there, and still some states there are vacancies there. Let me give you an example like. Now look at this. There are facility of video conferences. A hearing can be done, and it can be facilitated like hearing and complaints made by the applicant and appellant at various point of time. Now you will see different departments. Country you can see like different offices are like US. There is a Department of State Field Information Act, and in Canada you can see the access to information, privacy, and the Australian Office of the Australian Information Commission. So just example I have given like how mechanism is there. Now this is a website for the filing RTI application for the central level authority only. The central level ministry departments are covered. You want to file, make an application. It's very convenient. So rtionline.gov.in at Delhi and Rajasthan, other few states have come with this kind of website. So you can make an application directly on this portal. 2010, I did this course. It was there. So they come with very basic modules regarding RTI, online certificate course on RTI. So we learned and we used to take an exam also. And then look at this. It's an introduction part, public authority, exemption, what is the process, appeal and complaint. So brief chapter was modules for there in the online courses. This was this to get the certificate online. So it was initiated by Center for Good Governance, Hyderabad, and DOPT. This is a nodal agency for the RTI, Department of Personnel and Training. This to give online certificate that way. Now it's not working for the years. You can just check it out website for the years, not temporarily. Like you can see this message on online, and still I don't know what the reason, because they don't want transparency or not. I can see a variety of state governments, like central state government, they don't want to RTI to go. So you will see just type RTI news. So last 3-4 days you'll get a lot of news. It has been 15 years, and then RTI is dying, and variety of headings you will see. Now public, this is the comic, like when authority political party, they are telling no, we are not like we are not comfortable with this dress, like we are not the public authority, still they are not complying. Public political parties, they don't want to become under RTI. So these are some comics. Now for example, political party, they fight against each other, and then when RTI comes, fight against the RTI. When they unite, all the political parties, and they fight against the RTI movement. Now look at this. This is a recent amendment 2019. Now this is a very serious concern. So public, like when the RTI, the older one, 2005. So RTI commissioner, they are equivalent to like election commission. Now as per the 2019 amendment, now they have what they have put up. So now the public information officer, you can see for a term of 5 years. So earlier it was like 5-year term. Now the word they have used for such term as may be prescribed by the central government. Now state government and for like public commissioner. So now state government will decide how long they will hold the office of the like information commissioner. Earlier it was 5 years and then equivalent to election commission. Now for example, there should be independent. Like for example, there are many information commissioner, and then let me tell you, like 85% of the information commissioner are the retired bureaucrat. So just you can imagine, like they should be independent, who are appointed in the office of information commissioner. And then because if you are not independent, they will hesitate to take action or pass the order which is against the government departments. So that's again issue. Now you can see, now they come up with this notification, they will hold the office for 3 years. So this is the recent news, like for example, like 15th anniversary of the RTI. So you can see the heading. You see variety of heading on the different platforms, and it's very shocking, I would say. Similar 2.2 lakhs cases pending as RTI marks 15th anniversary. This is one the headings I have put up. There are various news clippings you will see. Just you type it and you see So 9 out of 29 information commission are function without chief information commissioner. So almost one third, I would say. Even the Central Information Commission has without the chief since August 27 this year. Earlier also, even see few years back, again they have to make an petition to High Court and Supreme Court regarding appointment of information commissioner at the center and the state level. So that's the issue. Are with the, there's a vacancy. Are there only one commissioner is there, and there is no commissioner. Couple of states there is no commissioner for the month. You can imagine, like what will happen to RTI applications and the appeals and complaint made to the commissioner. This is again in the same article we see like a 2.5 crore penalty imposed in close to 2,000 cases. 1.8 lakh appeals and complaints were registered by the information commissioner, and how many disposal are there, and the pending case appeals and complaints like 2.2 appeals in the 20 information commissioner. So there's a very serious concern. Like they have again, as I told, like this is a quasi judicial body. Why they are not complete courts? We can see more than close to like 3.5 crore plus cases are pending across the Indian courts. So in that case, again, you will see in consumer cases also various tribunals and commission for, and you can see in this commission also. So there are a lot of reasons are there. I can see there is a vacancy, and then as I told you, like most of the 85% of the commissioner they are the retired bureaucrats. So again, and then 2019 amendment. So again, it's really affecting the the RTI Act. This is the page I run for last 8-9 years. I've been running for the RTI awareness, because we didn't learn RTI in our LLB and LLM also. So I have been doing awareness activities for last 1 decade. These are my students. As I told you, this is my friend Ajay in middle. You can see this is me. These are my students. So every year he book a stall. It's called the RTI stall, and then you can see the poster and the back. So their helpline, and they make people aware about the RTI. They ask what do you know about the RTI, and then have you filed RTI. So we try to resolve the query. So there are various campaigns. These are my students. Look at these people come and they ask various queries, different things regarding RTI. We come up with, we used to share brochure and a small booklet also regarding RTI. So I will show you a small video on RTI, and then I will take up questions. This is my detail. You can contact me later on mobile, or drop me an email also.
So
Let me, yeah.
So actually there are few questions in comment section. So people are asking that who can do RTI, like
Can we take up question after the video? It's a small video.
yes,
So
sure.
yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I hope screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 1 second. It's audible video.
No, sir, not yet.
Can you hear the audio?
So I can just hear you right now.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. One second, let me play. Please let me know audio is coming or not.
Yes, sir.
इंडिया को सुपर हीरो की जरूरत है,
It's
कोई
audible.
ऐसा जो देश को सुरक्षित
Okay.
रख सके, जो भरोसा दिलाए कि जब हम काम के लिए सुबह घर से निकलें तो शाम को लौटें भी, और ये भी कि लौटने के लिए घर हो, और इन घरों तक पहुंचती सड़कें, और उन सड़कों और घरों में रोशनी, कि हमारे पास भूख मिटाने के लिए राशन हो, प्यास बुझाने के लिए पानी हो, जो ध्यान रखे कि हमारे बच्चों को उनके हक की शिक्षा मिले और बीमारों के इलाज के लिए अस्पताल खुले, जो लड़े ताकि आपका हमारा पैसा भ्रष्टाचारियों की खुराक न बन जाए और चाहे कि हमारी सरकार हमें जिंदा रहने की जद्दोजहद से परे भी कुछ दे पाए, जो जरूरत पड़ने पर सरकारी कुर्सियां हिला दे। एक सुपर हीरो जो बस हमें इंसान होने की इज्जत दिला दे। सुपर हीरोज की जरूरत है। सुपर शक्ति की कीमत सिर्फ 10 रुपए।
Thank you very much. Yeah, please let me know the questions.
Yes, sir. So the first question is that who can do RTI?
Anyone can file the RTI. There's no age limit. Anyone can file the RTI.
So the second question is where we will get the office address to whom we have to send the RTI.
First, like for example, you are a student, so if you want to get some information from the university office, so you can just write public information officer and the university address. So you have to identify which kind of information you want. You can't file it, and there is a one of the, let me tell you, like for example, sometime what happens, we are filing RTI to particular department. For example, I filed RTI in Prime Minister office, right, and ask information regarding some education related or agriculture related. So they will transfer that application to that particular department, and they will inform you. Right, so in that case, first of all, you have to identify. You can't just write at the application you send to any department. So you have to at least it's very basic, right? So
Yes.
university, post office, railway, public sector enterprise, or banks, or any other departments. So that way you have to identify it and then get the detail, and then you could just write down public information officer and address. That's it.
Okay. So the last question is that what is the difference between online and offline RTI?
There is no difference for the speedy purpose. They come up with this platform, and as I told you, at central level they come up with the platform, and some of the states they also come up with the online RTI application platform. So it's very easy. So easily you can make an application. They can also easily transfer the application, and easily you can make an fees payment from the debit card, credit card. The 10 rupees I have told you. So it's a very easy way. So there is no difference. Like offline, it's a very cumbersome process. Like it will take some time. So it's
So actually there is one more question that can you please explain how to write RTI once more? Only the writing process.
for example, in the beginning, what kind of information you want from which department, right? You just talk out.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and try to show it to your friends and colleagues. Okay, whether these questions are fine or not. Sometimes you are not asking proper questions. What will happen? They will, again, they'll won't provide you that information, or they will give you incorrect information. That they can when happen. Incomplete information also. So try to put up, first write down questions. What kind of information you required, and as I told you, don't worry about the format. For example, And there are some questions also come up with various people, like can I file, I'm from Gujarat, can I file RTI application in other states also? Yes, you can file. And then please check it out, at least format. For example, I don't know about like Rajasthan, so you can just write down RTI, Rajasthan Right to Information Rules, or you can check it out, Rajasthan State Information Commissioner. You can check it the website, and if there is a rules, if there is a format, that use that format. And there are some example, people not didn't use the format, and then they get the information. This also like happens. They don't deny information whether you have, but try to it, because all of us, we are learned it. At least put some effort to the Google. Okay, Madhya Pradesh State Information Commissioner or Madhya Pradesh, right? You just check the website, or Madhya Pradesh RTI rules, see the rules, right? Which kind of format is there, form, or a fee, what is the fees, and what way the fees to be paid. So just take it out, and then and I also request all of you to, at least learn and teach others also. Right? I tell you, I've been doing for a decade. I didn't learn, and that's why, doing these awareness programs and conduct workshops and seminars. So people will come to me, sir, मेरा ration card नहीं है, I have not got the passport, I have not got a scholarship. So that way you can help. Sir, the mark is very less. I want to get my answer sheet from the particular department. So that way you can help. Okay, this is the way, and then you can make an application, and then you can assist those people.
Okay. So one more question, that how can we get RTI through court cases?
Court cases.
Yes,
Which
sir.
kind of which Supreme Court, High Court, or ongoing case? They will won't provide information, or like case is pending, or like what is the correct question like? So you can, as I told you, like how many cases are pending, but you can ask those questions, and then if you want to ask detail of ongoing cases, so that won't be but won't be provided. And the ongoing investigation, for example, there are again issue, like you can't filing RTI application to police department, give me the information what has steps has been taken on particular investigation, right, done on particular case. So if it's not affecting the investigation process, it can be provided. But most of the time they deny, because an investigation is going on, so that information will be denied. And then definitely for the how many cases are pending, that you can get information from the various courts and department.
Okay, sir, done with the questions. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So they can contact me any point of time, email or WhatsApp me, or call. I will be happy to help all the people.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir. So thank you. It is actually deemed it a great honor to propose a vote of thanks all who have helped us in making this webinar such a resounding success. I would like to thank you for the valuable time you have given, and such an informative session it was.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. हेलो, हाँ हो गया है ना? ओके, हाँ जी, ओके।